Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing amazing, and in this video we are gonna be talking about something I never knew could happen again. Adam Neumann, the founder of WeWork, which if you all remember was a company that went downhill so fast, has started his own company, and guess what? People are investing crazy amounts of money into it. So Andreessen Hypocrisy has put in $350 million into Flow, Neumann's new residential real estate company focused on rentals. The funding round values Flow at over $1 billion, even before it commences operations, which it plans to do in 2023. This startup is set to operate over 3,000 apartment units that Neumann has purchased in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta, and Nashville, as part of its vision to bring community-oriented features into the rental market. Now let's talk about the more surprising things. Andreessen has a website, and in his website, he addresses Neumann as a visionary leader and credits him with revolutionizing real estate. Andreessen's post, however, does not talk about any of the financial terms of the investment. Now, surprisingly, this is actually the second round of support Andreessen has showed for Neumann's companies. Surprisingly, in May, the firm put in $70 million into the entrepreneur's blockchain-based carbon credit platform called flowcarbon. And this has nothing to do with Flow except for, obviously, the co-founder, Adam Neumann. But on Andreessen's website, there is no mention of flowcarbon. And he actually says that Flow is Neumann's first venture since WeWork, which clearly isn't true, because he is a co-founder in flowcarbon. Andreessen on his website actually wrote about Neumann's time at WeWork and said, "We understand how difficult it is to build something like this, and we love seeing repeat founders build on past successes by growing from lessons learned." We have to talk about WeWork because clearly it's a one-of-a-kind, honestly, event. So WeWork actually attempted an IPO under Neumann, and it was so bad that Silicon Valley and Wall Street investors actually ended up paying Neumann an enormous exit package. Guess what? Around $1 billion just to leave the company. I wish somebody could pay me $1 million to leave a damn company. Anyway, the surprising thing is that Neumann actually managed to get this big of a payout despite the company tanking from $47 billion to $8 billion in value, and gained a reputation of mismanagement and poor treatment of employees. Now, despite employees' treatment and the mismanagement, he famously trademarked the word "we" and sold it back to his own company for nearly $6 million. But to his credit of doing the absolute bare minimum, he actually returned this money back to the company when all of his information was relieved when the company wanted to go public. Now let's talk about other stuff that Neumann has done at WeWork, because you know what, it's just fun, okay? So he burned investors' cash on copious amount of booze for the office, a school for his wife's vanity project, and a wave pool. And honestly, it's crazy that people are giving him money again. Now, Andreessen literally has given him 2 rounds of money. For Flow, he gave $350 million, and for flowcarbon, he gave $70 million. Now, Times mentioned that although Andreessen must have negotiated in his deal with flowcarbon of the $70 million, even before it hit the equity markets, but the deal with Flow, which was announced on Monday, was most likely not. So this deal is an even bigger indicator that people have belief in Neumann's leadership even in these crazy markets. WeWork's approach to co-working spaces was present in a pre-pandemic world, regardless of the company's other controversies. As remote work rises in popularity, there may be a tremendous opportunity in building community among renters, an idea Neumann has been keen to pursue for years. He actually took a pass at this concept and called it We Live, a set of residential communities he planned to build under the WeWork brand. And this fizzled out actually after just opening 2 locations. Andreessen's website also mentions that Flow is trying to solve the nation's housing crisis, and that limited access to home ownership continues to be a driving force behind inequality and anxiety. But his website actually doesn't mention how Flow will be trying to solve this problem. Now, to add to this whole crazy story, Andreessen's interest into trying to solve the nation's housing affordability actually doesn't really make sense, because he recently fought against a proposal to build new affordable housing units in his crazy expensive hometown of Alderton, California. So to conclude, after presenting all of this information, I cannot believe that people are willing to give this man their money, and that too tons of it. His company Flow is valued at over $1 billion. This is like the same story of WeWork. This is exactly how WeWork was presented. It was, like I said, was valued at $47 billion at its height and tanked to $8 million in a span of like 4 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks is a long time too. So just to hear this again, this is like round 2 of like history repeating itself. And like people have too much money. Like bro, if you have too much money in this crazy market conditions, bro, give me some, okay? Cause at least I won't tank the damn company. I don't know, maybe this time it's different, but like from what it sounds like, it sounds all again. Nobody really mentions how Flow will work, how it will try to solve the housing affordability crisis. Everything again is just super vague. Maybe we will find out when Flow is trying to have an IPO and is trying to go public again. So I hope you like this video. This story is just crazy. I hope you like this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.